Good morning. Natasha Cook, the experience coach here, coming to you after my walk from taking my kiddo to school this morning. And I wanted to share with you some of the thoughts for this Thursday, because it is Thoughtful Thursday. So this week, the newsletter, we talked about boundaries and healthy boundary setting. And I realized after a couple of things that happened this week, it's important that we talk about this with our children too. So I had something happen this week that made me a little bit sad, and my son picked up on it, as they do, and he asked me what was going on, if I want to talk about it, and I said, no, I don't want to talk about it right now, but thank you for noticing that I'm sad. That's a healthy boundary. He was disappointed that he didn't get to know what was going on, but it wasn't for him to know. He appreciated me saying that because then he recognized that I'm okay and he's okay. So this morning on the way to school, we passed a deer carcass that was on the pathway. He was really shaken up by this because he's never seen anything like that before, and I'll tell you, it was pretty gross. I could tell that it was bothering him as we were walking. So I let him have a little time and a little space, and then I asked him, hey, are you all right? And he said, yeah, I am, but, and then he stopped, and I said, what is it? And he said, nothing. And I said, are you still thinking about the deer carcass? And he said, yeah, it makes me really sad. And I said, do you want to talk about it? And he said, no, but if you want to tell me something about it, I want to listen. Again, a very healthy boundary. And I was really proud of him for being able to say, I have some stuff going on with me that I don't know that I'm willing and ready to talk about right now, but thank you for asking. And I'm happy to take whatever information you want to give me. So, setting and holding appropriate boundaries. Sometimes we feel guilty because we feel like we owe that other person information because they've asked us. This is a very common American thing. We are socialized to answer questions that are asked of us. However, your information is yours to hold. You can share it if you want, but you don't have to if you don't want to. So take a little time, think about the questions that are being asked of you, and think about the answers you are willing or ready to share. Hope you have a good day, hold your boundaries, and experience better. Bye.